I got called up to protect our existence. It's all crashing down and we are the resistance. My spaceship is a tank, also a gun. Never thought smashing rocks would be so much fun. Intelligence shows where they're gonna fall. So we race to the scene when we get the call. We arrive and the skies open up with fire. No time to sit back, no time to admire. Auto fire engaged, I go left and right. Between the meteors and me, I'm gonna win this fight. I had to dodge and go into hyperspace. My dread's torn up all over the place. Time for repairs, my friends are taking over. Put up the shield and call out the rover. We are the planet's last hope, we won't flee. These rocks won't stop, but either will we. Burning it, smash them all down.
Whoa, what happened? Oh, there he is. I was like, do we lose somebody? Ah! What is happening? Bomb Squad. I guess Bomb Squad is just going to be our guest here. But hey, you know what? Let's pull this guest on too.
Sorry. I closed out the window by mistake.
When it popped on, like I didn't even see Pete. Hey, there he is. I see him. What's that? What's the guy that looks over the wall
Kilroy.
like that? Yeah, right. With the nose. Oh, what is happening, everybody? I'm sorry I'm so late, but you guys are all used to it. Saviner says first. PJ says, how about our Chiefs? There it is. How about those Chiefs? Yep. Kurt Bradshaw, what's going on? Chiefs rule. PJ, Luke's awakening. What's taking so long? Are they still defusing the bomb? Sort of. Yeah, I guess so. Stashnet in the house. Good to see you. Very cool. Joey Vibes. Hello. 1968 Camaro. Christopher Westerman, Silly Club member. Let's see. Here we go. I think I'm pretty much caught up. There we go. Yeah. All right. Good to see everyone. Like I said, sorry I'm so late. Like I was helping a buddy do some work today and was pretty exhausted and got home and I'm like, I got about 45 minutes. I'll just sit down and rest my eyes for a second. Next thing you know, it's almost 7:00 and I'm racing down to see what was going on. And that's why I forgot to post links and everything. And yeah, it is the bomb tonight. What's up, Big Block? 68 Camaro says, I'm a Browns fan. What is this Super Bowl everybody keeps talking about in playoffs? Hey, I'm from the home of the Detroit Lions. I don't even know what that's about since the 50s. So,
have they ever been in a Super Bowl?
I think it was the 1950s they won a championship, didn't they? It was like 1957.
Championship, maybe, but the Super Bowl has only been around since the 60s.
Oh, then they probably have never been in a Super Bowl.
They won the first two.
That's so crazy.
And then it was the Jets, right?
Probably. Like I don't even remember.
Jets were 3. I believe
that was
you talking about this game right here, Joey Vibes on the 3DO. I found my box. I'm being like really like I have it. I found the box, but I still need to replace the game. But this one's actually pretty. That's a pretty cheap golf game, but yeah.
Sometimes it's harder to get the boxes than the games.
Oh, Starblade. Oh, Starblade is awesome. Yeah, I just did a recording with Panda Sub yesterday for I have to edit it, but we did Rise of the Robots, the fighter on never been in a Super Bowl. We did Rise of the Robots, a fighting game on 3DO. Which should have been the better version. There's a whole bunch of weirdness about that game and the history of how it showed up in gaming magazines. It was the best thing ever made, and it was going to change the way fighting games are made and the graphics. They even gave him extra time to work on it, and it turns out to be a pile of garbage. And it was just, wait till you see it. It's hilarious. It is hilarious. Good job. Big Block says, good job at defusing bombs. Yeah, Starblade is one of the good shooters on there. Well, it's kind of like it's Total Eclipse is another one. Nice. Speaking of arrivals, I wonder if is Casey not in here right now?
I
haven't
haven't seen
seen him
Casey yet.
Yeah, Casey sent me something, and it's taken forever to get here, and we're getting worried because he said that it was stuff that was irreplaceable that was also in that box. I think anything he sent was probably it's really bumming me out.
It's pretty good stuff. And
Yeah, I haven't watched Jeff's video because I
probably
know
more
maybe.
people here know about it than you.
Oh,
There's probably more people who know what's in that box, or mostly what's in that box. Probably
I know maybe of one thing that he had mentioned, and I'm super excited. But when he's like, "Oh no, there's a couple other things in there," and I was like, "Oh, really?" And I'm guessing Intellivision, and it's something I don't have, or a couple things I don't have, and it'd probably be like you said, great for our challenge. And Luke says, "Did you get what I sent you? You sent me something?"
Chuck, you're not getting anything.
I haven't gotten anything. Yeah.
Did
you talking about UFO arrivals?
Yeah. Any UFOs in Michigan today?
Well, yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, we had those. Hey, what's happened, Fastback? Good to see you. You miss Robo Warrior? Oh, dude, Robo Warrior. I'm going to try to get in complete in box. I just did a video on that. I love that game. But I do want to get that in a like complete in box. They sent you a Chinese spy balloon. I love how people are like going, "Hey, they're shooting down at UFOs." I'm like, there's zero chance that our military or any military on the planet could take out a UFO because it's never happened because they've like either diverted or, they're not going to just go, yeah, you guys are just so more superior than our technology. Shoot us down. I was like, they're probably got balloons or some sort of other thing that's man-made. It has nothing to do with ET. Unless it's ET at IntellivisionRevolution.com, right? Michael Hayes in the house.
Really just reminds me of playing Intellivision biplanes. You shoot at the other planes, and every once in a while you got to take out a balloon. You
got to take out a balloon. That's exactly how it is.
Hey, Michael.
Just finished Deliver Us Mars. What if they were aliens? Like I said, I don't think so. I think it's going to be highly like.
What if we're the aliens?
Oh, what if we're the aliens? Oh, what if we're the aliens
here? Well,
we could be aliens. We don't know. Maybe all of us are aliens.
We go to Mars. We're the aliens.
Yeah, no, Big Block. They were talking of like there was people when they did the briefing. Like I was late last night. I was looking. They did like the Pentagon briefing, and there was like two reporters that asked, "Could this be extraterrestrial?" And they're like, "Probably not." Like I said, and I'm not trying to put anything against like any military, but there's not a military on this planet that has ever taken out a UFO because it's always outran them or outgunned them. So not gun them. I shouldn't say that, but U.S. is playing ASTROSMASHED balloons. Yeah, next Intellivision homebrew. Chinese spy balloon attack. Yeah, and then it says to take us to your lead. Wait, never mind.
Yeah, you haven't had one of those to take anybody to in a while.
Yeah, it said they can't roll it out. They say, well, it could be propulsion. And I found I'm deep into the, like I could almost do another podcast or live stream show about like UFOs and aliens and stuff like that. So I really doubt that it is because like I said, they wouldn't be able to take them out. But maybe they sent like a little drone or something. Who knows?
Ship could be after sending out little.
Maybe they wanted us to shoot them down as proof. Should have done blowout this week with all this balloon talk. Yeah. And what about Roswell? We took that one out. No, that one actually crashed before we got there. We didn't even know about it till it was already crashed. If the balloons, oh wow, this is going to get into a great conversation. If the balloons are UFOs, I feel better about aliens. They probably won't overtake us with balloons. They're already here. They decided to turn up. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think there's a lot more of these just like obscure things are in the sky, and they're just like, take everything out now. Like it makes no sense. Yeah, but there was one right over Canada and run right over Port Huron, Lake Huron, which was over there too. So there was two kind of between Canada and U.S. that was taken out. Who knows? Who knows, man?
These things have been going over us for probably several years. They've just found them, and it's like, okay, this isn't right. It's not like they just started.
I wonder if our current president's just like, shoot everything down. He doesn't know what's going on. Who knows? You know?
Jackie, Lake Huron represent. Yes, sir.
Yeah, exactly right. It was me. It was me the whole time. I was up there playing in Amico in the balloon, minding my own business, and they shot me down. And I got home just in time to do ASTROSMASHED. That's exactly what happened. But if the aliens didn't exist, Intellivision needs to be the first console they play. The whole problem with aliens, you just can't trust them. Occasionally you meet a nice one, Starman, E.T., but then they turn out to be some sort of big lizard. Bill Murray, Ghostbusters 2. Great reference. Those balloons were power-ups, and they wasted them. What's up, one more quarter? Oh, my goodness. You should interview Gordon Shumway.
The original alien life form.
Oh, my God. I guess I'm going to go to Jeff on this while I pull up everybody's things and get them ready. What did you think of Bomb Squad? Because this kind of your first jump into actually playing a full game?
Yeah, very first time playing. I loved it.
Pretty close to me, yeah.
I loved it. I thought it was great. The sense of the pressure you felt from from the music and the voice stuff. I can't imagine what this was like in 1982 because in 2023 I was feeling the pressure. So you never heard voice really in a video game at home. That had to be crazy. But it's a fun game. I mean, I like the fact that you had your manual. Each circuit board, you had to go back and look at it. That part kind of reminded me a little of the board game Mastermind, where you have to guess the colors. It's kind of a little bit like that. I was kind of frazzled. I was actually writing stuff down, making notes, because as soon as I would write down the ship or the shape and the color, because I noticed I kept forgetting it. I was like, wait a minute, I just looked at this 10 seconds ago. Now I don't even remember it.
Yeah.
Oh, I did that. I did that a lot, forgetting, or I'd forget that they said the words "cut out" instead of "replace." And
there was one where it was cut, and I said, "Okay, I got to cut." So I went in there, cut it out, and then I went to go replace it. And I was like, and it didn't work. I was like, "Wait a minute!" I was like, "Oh God, this was cut." It's like, what am I doing?
You're right.
It's hard. That's like I said many times in my game. It's like, oh my God, okay, what was it? Was it color? Was it shape? I can't remember. I just did it a second ago, but that's the biggest challenge, is trying to keep it all straight.
Trying to remember, yeah. Let's see where. Oh, there's me right there. Let's calm that down. No, I said no. Where did I start playing? Oh, that's funny. When I'm in the middle of. I'll have to show you guys. And I'm in the I think Pete said he saw it. I'm in the middle of playing it. It freaked out on me.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, whoa, the thing started moving, and it was like Mattel Electronics, and then it went out. And I was like, whoa, what happened? I thought maybe it was one of them balloons that was
well, obviously had a bad connection there somewhere. It took quite a while to get it working.
Starman. Oh, Starman from Pro Wrestling. Very good. Yeah, E.T. Craft Men in Black have us believing it's just balloons. I agree. We've all been neutralized. Or neuralized. That's right. Kurt says he had Bomb Squad in 83. It was a hard game, yeah.
It is hard. It was hard back then. We right over the top for us. It was challenging. It was a long time before we finally managed to beat it.
Did anyone, I know, well, Chuck, did you play it on the flashback or on original?
No, so I played it on the original hardware with the Intellivoice, which, and then later on, I'm like, why didn't I play it in the flashback? It would have been less stuff to have to pull out and plug in, but whatever. It was. I forgot to use the manual. I forgot a lot of stuff about it. I forgot that that you could guess the number, which I got wrong anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered if I replayed. So there was a lot of stuff that and like I said, I almost felt like I was playing it for the first time since I was a little kid. I didn't understand it.
Well, the flashback version was kind of crappy. The voice.
I heard
worse,
that.
And it was like sometimes it would talk over itself. And I was like, what are they saying?
I noticed it kept going like 10 minutes to blast, 10 minutes to blast, 10 minutes to blast. And I was like, whoa, it's supposed to just say that one time. I'm like,
and I can't record with my setup from the original Intellivision if I'm using the IntelliVoice. It doesn't show up. I don't know why.
Sneed says it's the double jump all over again. That darn fox. We need to start playing The Last Starfighter. Oh, man, aren't they supposed to be making something based off one of the movies or something? I heard. I thought they were going to do that. Back on television topics, I'm going to look for Bomb Squad, Space Spartans, and B-17 and Solar Sail. Yeah, those are the 4, man. 4 originals.
Those are all fantastic games.
Solar Sailor, I'm not.
Solar Sailor,
I'm not too familiar with. But Space Spartans is one of my favorite. I think that's the one I really dug into and even played later and learned it after loving the voices. But it's a challenging game. Has anyone played Bob Squad on Nintendo DS? Wondering how well the controls work. Oh, that's right, because they do have those on DS under the libs.
There are issues with the emulation of the IntelliVoice on those, and I think what it is that a lot of the voices are actually within the exec or within the IntelliVoice itself, and then some are part of the software. So they could replicate the software, but they couldn't insert what used to come out of the IntelliVoice itself. And one of the things that came out of the IntelliVoice was the numbers. So you would be playing something like B-17 Bomber and said, fighters, o'clock. It wouldn't say 3, 6, 9, or 12. And it seems to me the same thing was in Bomb Squad, 18 minutes till blast or something like that. It wouldn't say the number, just minutes till blast. Minutes till blast. It wouldn't say the number. There's some weird things with the emulation there. Now, the Ultimate works fine because it's a full ROM, but there's something there about the IntelliVoice that didn't work well with, I don't know about the flashback, but definitely with the Nintendo, the DS one.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I'm trying to remember. Do I have lists?
Space Spartans was the worst one for that because it would say how much energy you would have. It wouldn't say the numbers or something like that. You hit the button, number of aliens.
It'd be aliens.
Aliens. It would just go aliens.
Oh, that sucks.
It makes the box totally. It makes that button totally pointless, right?
Yeah, like that. That would be. Oh man, I'm wondering. I'll have to check it out how it is on the flashback. But I mean, I have it on the regular. I might just I got everything out. I'll just plug my IntelliVoice in and play it on my original.
Now, Jeff, you said you couldn't do it. You couldn't record off your original.
Yeah, if I record it off the original with the IntelliVoice in there, OBS does not record the IntelliVoice with my setup. I don't know why.
I'll have to try that sometime because I've never done it. I've recorded with regular games. I recorded Rick Dynamite with the IntelliVoice in the regular setup.
Yeah, I did Wizard of War too.
I did Rick Dynamite, but I got to go back to that video I did. I wonder if there was voice in it. I can't remember.
There's very little voice in it, but it was like the screams and stuff were different if you used the IntelliVoice.
Huh.
Yeah.
Maybe it just didn't record and I didn't notice because I'd never played the game before.
I'll have to try it out because there's a couple other ones that I want to do with different setups with the original Intellivision too. I just haven't gotten to it yet, but I probably will. Oh, excuse me. Over the next few weeks, I'll probably get towards that. So,
but I think of all the games we played on the show, that's one of my favorite games we played so far. I thought the idea was really clever.
Yeah.
Well done. A great game for the IntelliVoice.
Yes.
The poll is tied. Oh boy.
Or I shouldn't say when we finally do Space Spartans, you're going to find very similar things.
Oh, it's Space Spartans and Hover Force are tied right now.
What the heck happened there?
Sharp Shot,
crazy.
Auto Racing are tied as well.
Just lower your video, Chuck.
Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah, what was that?
It goes
The bomb went off.
Mattel Electronics presents.
I think we had a major malfunction, guys. Try this again. Wow.
Alt account time, says Luke. The code. Gotta figure out. Like, this is a lot of cool voices.
Now there's only 2 I have to replace? I don't understand this.
I'll have to do a lot of fast forwarding because obviously we're not going to do 30 minutes each on these games. These are, I don't know, they're interesting. Sometimes it gets a little tedious, but
Purple or
it's still pretty good. I'm like, what is that shaped like?
I'm gonna go color.
I can't remember. Oh, I think the first one I did, where it messed up, I kept screwing it up. Like this one I get right off. Okay. It's either the hamburger or the other thing. Yeah, it's the hamburger, the rocket, the T, and the
it's gonna be
and the 2 blocks and a shaft. What?
But even the way, like, you look at those, the animation to the parts that are working.
Yeah.
It's kind of neat how that's such a simple little flicker in that sprite, but it does make it look like a pretty neat animation.
I think so. I agree on that. Oh, this is funny where I didn't realize I had hit exit. So it's almost like I'm playing it so I'm like, what do I do? I'm like, I did it. Where do I go? I start moving the soldering iron up over to the score. Do I have to like put it away? Like,
Lord, where am I going?
I had to redo my whole video because I couldn't figure out how to guess the number. And then I got my manual. I'm reading
how
it.
do you guess the number?
I think you press 1, 2, or 3 depending on where you're at. So either 1 or 2 for us. And then doesn't it ask you?
Hit enter, it gives you a cursor down at the bottom. Then you hit the number and it goes, "Are you sure?" And you enter again and bang it.
You get only 1 chance. And what if you guess it wrong? It just keeps going.
Oh no!
Oh, then you blow up.
Yeah. You're done if you guess wrong. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
You can do it. There it is.
There you go. Steve Jones knows what to do. Daytona 500 is coming. We got to do auto racing.
There you go.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Let's do auto racing. We need to vote for auto racing. Auto racing. Auto racing.
So we're looking for a hamburger or a hot dog. No, a hamburger or the thing that looks like, I'm not going to say what it looks like. That's the shape, the same color. All right. Fast.
That was one thing. I mean, if I'm going to nitpick on it, the fact that you had to pull the separate button down to go fast as opposed to the regular speed, and then you had 1 button to pick up and 1 button to drop, that should have been the same button. Pick up and drop should be the same button. Just if I'm going to nitpick it a little bit.
The speed button is sort of important, especially when you get to upper levels, right? Because
oh, you need that, yeah.
You have to go incredibly fast, but you have to tone it down a little bit. And even at the fastest speed, it's very difficult to get the tools in the right position.
Yes, it sounded like the daily the background sounded like the daily numbers, like when they're picking you have the tumbler and they're picking the daily lottery numbers. Game is amazing for the time. Developers get an A from me for everything from concept to execution. Oh yeah, for 1983 or 82 or whatever this game. This is definitely
advanced.
Yeah, I very well. That was kind of the thing with Intellivision games. Is some of them were so like Microsurgeon, Bomb Squad, Space Spartans. A lot of these were so in depth, and it wasn't really graphically in depth. It was just like the computer was just such. I thought it was just such a cool way they did games. Hey, you don't have to do a poll. Just do auto racing. I mean, it's your show. I just say we do it. I veto everything. No, we'll take the vote. Eventually, it'll get there. It's the new burger time. If drop is the same as pickups, then accidental double strike will drop the part of the board. Yeah, but I don't even know how to pull off a double jump, so I don't think I do a double drop. But there we go.
Just grab it.
All right, I'm going to fast forward here because we'll be here for oops, as I accidentally just pull it off. Hold on. So let's go about we'll go about right here. So look at that, 940 points. Am I ever rocking the score?
Yeah, I didn't even notice my points, to be honest.
Must vote Hoverforce. There you go. Salvador says Hoverforce.
Salvador's been plugging for Hoverforce now for several weeks, and I just want to point out I really admire his dedication.
Hey, it's not one of my favorite games. I'll tell you that, but I'll definitely play it.
It'll get picked sometime.
This game has what drew to me in Intellivision. Just to watch it doesn't make sense, but when you read the instructions and start to understand it, it draws you in deeper. Yeah, it's a deep game. It's definitely a deep game, and yeah, like multiplayer. It's not multiplayer, but it just there's so much stuff to do in it.
Yeah. Look at the second number here about all the different. This is the blank screen, and that second one you haven't done anything with yet. How it's got what 1, 2, 3 different types of cursors there that you can pick.
Yeah,
I found those really weird with mine. You wait till you see mine.
Yours are all green, aren't they?
Everyone's the same, which is like a fluke.
Yeah, I know that. I was like, why do I have the pink ones? And I'm like, well, mine's up there. I'm like, oh, I do. I blew up.
It's just a random setup, right?
Man. The Bomb Squad music was one of my tunes in the Melody Blaster ROM hack. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, there was my first attempt ever.
I played that Melody Blaster ROM hack.
1020.
There you go.
I used that music in my Mike's music in my the pickup where I had Melody Blaster. Actually, yeah.
Let's see. Where is? Oh, I love this. Is great. I love my first time playing Bomb Squad, and I lived to tell about it.
Yeah.
Let's play some Bomb Squad. Got my overlay in.
My biggest mistake was no instruction manual out, which I literally had it next to me, and I just didn't. I was like, I could do this.
2 digits. Yeah, you have to have it for those circuit boards.
Oh, you do, yeah.
I completely messed my video up. Pete, I was going to do what you did in your Bomb Squad video like months ago.
What's that?
You showed the charts, the circuit boards from the manual on the screen.
Oh, yes, yeah.
When you were choosing, when you were trying to figure it out, because that way people watching can try to figure it out with you.
Yeah,
I meant to do it. I meant to go back and do
I
it.
showed mine at the end, but
I did.
I did it in this video too. For this one, I put them up quite a few times.
Yeah, it makes it more fun to watch.
This is so true. Big Block says my attempt gave me a MacGruber feel. MacGruber! It just blows up. That's exactly what I did. I pulled a MacGruber. Mine was like 1,020. I think I made. It was my total points.
Nice. So we did the shape on that one.
Oh, PJ, you can get it.
Oh, man, got to take an hour nap before work. Good night. Well, thanks, Michael, for stopping in. Woo! I know how that is, man.
Take care.
So I have no idea what is going on with the screen that has all the flickery blocks and it intimidates the hell out of me. It's all about you have a circuit board. I guess we can kind of go over that. So you have the circuit board, and then you have a sequence key. You press the sequence key. It says remove this first, this second, this third. Or, sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 3. The higher levels, it's more. And then and then you got to, match either the color or the shape. and you don't know what it is, you got to kind of take that chance. Usually it'll follow that for the rest of them if it's just the color.
On the same board.
This one.
Yeah.
It's all once you've gotten the first one, it's always the same.
Yeah.
For that screen right there, for that one screen.
Yeah. So like say you pull that red one off, or he's pulling that red one. The only red one up there is that other shape. But also that tan and blue one are the same shape. So it's either one of those two shapes or the red, or if it's not, it's that red one. So like, yeah, so that's what you do. And then, and if it says to cut out something, what it'll do is you put that little blank in, which is that little like piece of solder, so Jeff's going for color here.
Look at those two parts of the bottom left for me. It's like tan and orange. They're so close to each other.
Oh, I know.
On the flashback, on Pete's, I could see it easily. But the flashback, man. And even sometimes when they were flashing, I had a hard time seeing them. Like the blue and the yellow when they flash on the flashback, it's really hard to see. Get this guy out of here. Yeah. Wow, what did I just do? About the 15-minute mark, I started to panic. I realized I was starting to get in trouble.
Yeah, so you're going for color now, right? Or shape, I'm sorry, shape. You're going for shape. So, but then it could be one of either the shapes.
You got a 50-50 chance now.
Yeah.
Oh, we're cutting. Here's all the notes I was taking. Shape, color.
Oh, wow.
What am I doing? Oh.
What happened? Oh, it was cut out? I did that too before.
Oh.
I did like 3 or 4 of them. I'm like, why are none of these working? And it was like, because if it says cut out, you use the little piece of solder and you just bridge the connection and don't put a new part in. And so you're literally like, this is obviously exactly how you disarm a bomb. Obviously true to
Cutting him out.
After playing this back in the early 80s, I was seriously considered going into bomb disposal.
Oh man, I mean, I guess if you mess up in real life, you don't really get a do-over.
Well, Pete, I'm surprised the MASH episode didn't put you right over the top and go into that profession.
There you go. Yeah, really.
I love how Souter says it's half entertainment, half tutorial. You're right.
It really
too.
is. That didn't work either. Yeah, you kind of need it for this game to explain it to everybody. And I
want to get to your 15-minute mark where you said you start panicking. Here we go. Let's go to.
Roll back to where he guesses the number just to see it. Maybe you could hear it.
Wait, did that happen yet?
Right.
Go back. Right there.
I think. Oh, no.
So you hit enter.
Yeah, here it is.
Oh, there we go.
To the bottom.
So he guesses it's 9, and it works.
9. And then he lives to play another number.
Wait, those green rectangles are kind of in the shape of a 9.
Yeah, it's a total of like 30. It's supposed to be 30 seconds, but it speeds up if you mess something up or drop a part or put in the wrong part. Then the timer speeds up. So it's, they give you around 30 minutes, but like I said, that could be a lot less when you mess up a few times.
Okay, this is the. Whoops.
Yeah, right. So like as a kid, like either did I didn't even remember half the stuff. But yeah, cut this out was different than replace this. Yeah, once you read it's all about the manual, right?
Always hoping for the cut this out to come.
Yeah, because that's easier. You just know you're losing it and popping the little steel lead, the blank, I call it, in there.
Such an interesting game because in the 80s, I mean, this is so
high tech for that time.
Complicated, if you want to call it that, compared to like playing Space Invaders or Asteroids or Astro Smash, nice and simple games.
Yeah,
this is like a completely different thing, yet it's still fun.
Yeah, it is. Like you said, it's almost like you have that accomplishment afterwards. Like, oh my goodness, like how good is this? Especially if you win it.
I do like putting the little part to the side and watching it slide down.
Yeah, or take it at the top and watching it go slowly like that. And then towards the end, you're like rushing your cursor to just drop it at the bottom so you don't have to wait.
Pete, have you played the most difficult level?
I have tried a couple times. I don't think I've ever beaten the most difficult level.
And that's what 3 numbers is difficult, right?
Well, no, it's you can have 1, 2, or 3 numbers for any difficulty, but just
okay, that's right.
One number at the hardest difficulty is extremely challenging because I'm telling you, the thing is you lose circuits. Like that, if you screw up and you lose, like a fire happens and it blows up, or a circuit falls off the pile into the circuit, and meanwhile you're cutting something, and it's like you have to repair everything in a certain order, or it just fries the circuit. Then you can't tell whether it is or isn't part of the number, and it's very, very difficult. I'm going to do that soon. I'm going to probably try one number and play it like the hardest difficulty, see if I can do it.
Oh yeah, why not?
Challenging part about that is you just tap the disc and the thing flies across the screen.
Oh, so okay, that's interesting.
Up more, down more, up more, down more. That's all you hear because it's crazy.
Joey says that's how I managed to not let ET bother me. The game came with a tip pamphlet as well as a manual.
Yeah.
Well, you got to check out. They have the new homebrew on Intellivision Revolution, right? Yeah. They have the Raiders of the Lost Ark port to Intellivision, slightly improved graphics and gameplay, and they did ET Atari 2600 version, but ported to Intellivision, slightly better graphics and gameplay, and you're not falling in the pits every 2 seconds. But check that out. That's what I want to get as soon as I can afford it.
All right, so it's gotta be this guy, right? They did say replace.
Yeah, see the 9 on the left. Now I get the whole 2-digit thing. I kept seeing rows and rows of 4. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's what I saw when I first, saw this game. I didn't realize it was a big digital kind of like number screen. Oh, Salvador just said, not if you're aware, but the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. Just wanted to let us know.
I'm writing this down. I'm not making any.
I thought it was over after Rihanna sung her song there and floated through the stadium.
Yeah, I heard about that. I didn't watch anything. I have no. I guess really no.
I watched some of the football game and then I got bored and turned on MASH.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, hold on. He's guessing the number. Sorry.
I'm going with 4.
He's like, oh man, if I guess wrong.
I know. I'm really staring at that manual, trying to make sure I don't.
Yeah, and winner, our first winner.
So all the numbers, the 4 was in this. It was the green things are in the same shape as the 4. So is that really how it worked out? I didn't even notice on this. That nerve-wracking in a long time.
Oh really? I didn't even.
Oh. Wait a minute, where's the manual?
Hey, Emma, what's going on, man?
That was crazy.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice that. It's right there in the manual. Look. What was that?
What's that?
Gosh. Here's the circuit boards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0.
Yeah.
The music.
Did you know that was there?
The voice. Oh, wait a minute. No, never mind. Oh, wait, yeah. So that's the pattern, right?
Right.
Yeah, I didn't even notice it. I didn't even see it when I was looking at the manual originally.
Well, what were you putting? What did you think I was putting up on the screen?
Huh? No, I meant like the numbers or the green lights for number 1 is a 1.
Yeah.
And 2 is a 2.
Yeah. After you successfully do the circuit.
Right. But I didn't even, like when I was staring at the page, I didn't even, like here you can see it clearly. But when you're looking at the page, I didn't even notice that. I don't know why.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's probably what I needed to have for that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You can't do it without, you can take guesses. But...
Hey, they sent thousands and thousands of copies of this game to Mexico and didn't even have IntelliVoices.
Oh, man. That's just so mean.
I love that.
Well, I guess you could do a really educated guess if all the lights form the number.
That's what I was going by.
Why are mine all the same in the two?
Yeah, you're right. Yours is all the same. How weird. I guess it doesn't matter. It doesn't really need to have different ones.
No, that means absolutely nothing. It's just decoration. But
Yeah, but it's just, yeah, you're right though. It is kind of weird that.
Replace it with.
Did anyone have the Sega arcade boxing game called Heavyweight Champion? It had robot arms extending from it. No, I don't think I remember that.
I don't remember that either.
And it'll be the last one over.
That's kind of neat.
That's the hardest part I find. That's right, Big Block. Exactly what you do is you
Develop a strategy for attacking the grid to eliminate numbers.
Remember that because the next one is also going to be colored. When it's one way, it's the same for all circuits in a particular board.
I love the clarity of Pete's screen, though. It's always fun to see.
So nice.
You can see the difference in the colors on this one a little bit more easily.
Yeah, that exactly.
And it makes it move more quickly. Replace this first. Hold it again because there's a sequence button, as you can see on the overlay. You heard talking and paying attention here all at the same time. So I'm looking for color. So the color is this one right here.
Yeah, this emulator is a cool emulator that they use for the Ultimate.
Every time you replace one, you get 30 points. And then if you complete the
Super Baseball 2020. No kidding. It's called 2020.
You will get that again.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that's the robot one.
I hit exit. That's not part of the number. So it rules out sub-roll.
28 minutes till blast.
I'm gonna go down here and try this one.
Replace this first.
I don't know. I don't think so. Not right now. I wish, man. Looks cool. It was such a great idea, to do a modern version of this, to be honest. But I don't know.
A new version would be awesome for this. It's such a great idea.
I'd love to see it.
Drop this here. I'm going to try this first, this color. And different boards are more difficult. Some have 2, some have 3. Play more hard levels. 4. 5.
Wrong part. You put the wrong hamburger where it didn't belong.
Yep. The circle will blow, and you won't be able to use it on the other screen to determine which number it is. So you might have seen. I'm going to go with shape this time. So I'll go here.
Up more, down more, up more. As a kid, I used to think that was funny. Like I was playing it. Up more, down more. Or I'd cut out just everything and start replacing it with a bunch of the I just wanted it to blow up is what I basically would do.
It's not this one that I've managed to go through all 4.
Exactly, Mike. I cannot confirm nor deny any testing of Bomb Squad.
I do, Camaro. I also have that one right there. So
World Series.
I don't know how to. I've not gotten the any of the ECS games working on the flashback yet, but I think you can. I just got to figure it out.
You ain't kidding, Emma. No one shall beat Papa Pete. He's like Gandalf. You shall not pass. What's happening, Graphic God? Good to see you. Good to see you.
That's the fire extinguisher I don't use in this case. Right at the sequence button.
Replace this first.
Yeah, that's right. When do you use the fire extinguisher? I didn't even remember that.
Fire started levels 2 and 3. Just random.
Oh boy, and then you got to put the fires out before you can change stuff.
Yeah, and when you think about that, if you're in the middle of doing something else, then you have to sort of do it before you can fix the fire. If you let the fire go too long, it destroys the circuit. Then you can't use it.
Oh wow.
Okay, so. Not to mention the fact, like, you hear that siren goes by every once in a while, like it gets louder, and then the siren that comes close by. Your whole screen will shake as that siren gets closer, and parts off that parts pile up at the top will just randomly fall down onto the board, and you have to drop whatever you're doing
and remove
them and pull them off before it blows up
no
your
kidding.
Oh yeah,
the harder level sounds cool.
Well, it is, but I'm telling you, you think this was hectic? Yeah. Replacing again, color or shape. Yeah, there's a code. And then you're I'm looking at the manual. I'll put an insert over here and just look at. Okay, I'm going to try this one first because it could be either one of those two colors. There's a page in the manual that has a graphic of all the different numbers. So by successfully completing each circuit, you get to see whether or not that forms part of the number.
Okay,
So
okay.
it's very strategic.
Okay.
Place this first.
It was by shape, wasn't it? This is
So later on, I'll bring that up when it's also you're seeing the numbers, and you could tell. I mean, everyone that doesn't form part of the number tells you information as well.
gotta be this one. So
Oh yeah, great to
Just
the
perfect,
you know,
perfect
and now
example
I've got
right there.
23 minutes
yeah. There you go.
to try to just score
So you can
some
see
points.
right there. Oh, you can scroll back and pause it there for 1 quick second, and I'll explain it to
Yeah.
you really quick.
First is second. First is
So
What happened? Oh, there we go.
There it is.
All right, so if you look there real close, I have two that aren't and one that is. Well, look at the one that is first. So you automatically know it's not 1, 2, 3. It could be 4, it could be 5,
4, could be
6,
5.
not 7, not 8, not 9, and it could be 0. So I'm down to 4, 5, 6, and 0. So now I can look at the ones that aren't. Well, I know that second one over isn't, so it can't be a 6. So it could be a 4, 5, or 0. Then in the upper corner is the 4 and the 5. It can't be a 4 or 5. So just by those three there, I know that that is a 0. So that number is 0. So you go ahead and scroll to about 16. If you can see 16 minutes on my clock, not on the timer, but yeah, right about there. Try that.
Right. Yeah, let's go right there. Oh, of course. Whoa, why is it showing toys?
Targeted commercials, Chuck.
Wow.
Rainbow Bright.
Which you do.
Yes.
And
you
almonds,
get to the point where you have to
apparently.
look at
Okay.
All right.
Commercials in a monetized commercial. I like
No,
it. They're-
I'll
they're
guess the
double-
number now.
This number here, we're gonna exit out.
There we go.
The code. Figure out the code. Are you
the
sure?
code. Figure out the code.
Yeah, they're made up of all the same shape, exactly.
Going.
All right. So now I hit number 2, and I'll go over to this one. And let's.
And then you just start the same process over again. Now,
Yeah, you got at least. Sometimes you can pull it off after like just 2 or 3 things, depending on how they're placed. But
That's right. So like with just 3 things picked, I knew what number that was just because of the way it. And but I played the extra spots for points, right?
All 3 yellow. So I get the right.
Okay,
Ah,
okay.
good. It's the shape.
Replace this first. This second. Up more.
All right.
so let's see. I'm gonna
Yeah.
fast forward here just because of our time. But
Sure.
let's get to about. I'll get
1
to,
point.
Replace this first.
oh, want to go to your.
Even scroll ahead a little bit more, right down
There
to
it is.
minutes left. Like you can already tell.
You can
that-
tell you're thinking that's a 4 at this point, right?
Yeah.
4 points.
Replace this first. This second.
right there.
Left.
So it's I'm almost done here.
Yeah.
Right.
Jeff, what was your score, by the way? I don't know what Jeff's score was.
Replace this second. This first. This third.
I have enough time. Oh, look at all the pretty things. Okay, color.
Boy, this is like the
This is color.
deep
Shake
in it. You had to do 3 things, and you had 2 minutes left.
Okay, okay.
That's shape. No, that's color. Okay.
Replace this first. This second.
That's the color, which is right up above it.
So this was all shape, right?
Color.
Oh, color.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's almost like a cutout then.
All right, we're almost
You know, you
done.
just got to pick the right color. There you go. Look at that, 1:55.
Right more.
I didn't watch this video, so this is cool.
Replace this first. Down more.
Yeah, when Riggs diffuses the bomb,
Okay, color.
they got to jump in
Shape is
the
I
tub.
got-
Hover forces calling. Yeah, I thought Jeff was like 4,900 or something.
It's not this one.
I should have friggin' done one more.
This is just like microsurgeon. Yeah, just as in
All the
depth, right?
numbers. Do I dare do one more? No, we won't do another one.
I should have done one more. I'm a chicken.
Figure out the code.
What it is.
Are you sure? 4. Good going. You did it. You
Ooh.
did it.
That's it.
You're a hero.
You're a hero.
You're a hero.
They'll be looking for us.
That'll be looking for us.
So the scoring is actually kind of like the individual circuits. You get 30 at this skill level. You get 30 points for replacing an item and 20 points for fixing a cutout.
Yeah.
And then you get 2 or 3 of those each screen. So it could be like, let's say there's 3 cutouts with 60, and then when you complete the circuit, you get a bonus of whatever points you got for that circuit. So it'd be 60 plus the other 60 for 120. If it was 3 replacements, it would be 3 times 30 is 90, and then when you finish that one, it's 180. Doubles it for 180. And then for getting the whole number, you get 1,000, and for defusing the bomb altogether, you get 2,000. So 4,000 points of that.
Yeah.
Sort of.
That's such a good play. Well, yeah, you'd have to have all the icons pressable or know what they are. That's the thing, is when you're pulling up everything. There might be ways to map it, but you'd have to learn it. But yeah, that's the cool thing about the overlays. I like the overlays. In like something like Microsurgeon, we're using two different overlay pads. How would you even do that on a touchscreen, let alone because you got 9, that'd be 18 buttons you got to use, yeah, that'd be hard. You'd have to use 2 controllers no matter what system. No, thanks. Yeah, well, it was like I said, I jumped in here the last minute, but yeah, this was a fun one. Now let's check out our poll, which is okay. So we got Space Spartans, Auto Racing, Hover Force, and Sharp Shot. We got about 32 votes in only. So that's get your votes in now. Get your alt account votes in. Whatever you got to do to make Auto Racing win. I mean, what? So right now we're Hover Force is winning at 33%. Space Spartans, though, right there, almost head to head at 30%. And then we got Sharp Shot and Auto Racing at 18 head to head as well. But it looks like it's either Space Spartans or Hover Force at this week. Yep. Sharp Shot football is my favorite. See, I like the super. Usually, I like most secure poll in history. It's the most screwed up poll in history. But yeah, I know. I understand the sarcasm. It's so true. Yeah, Sharp Shot football. Super Pro football was and I'm not a football video game guy at all, but I do play that. I usually play that every Super Bowl with my cousin, but I was so busy I didn't make it over there this year, and I didn't do anything for Super Bowl. But that's usually the one I like to play or like to revisit, I should say, because you can do a one-player game on that as well against the computer, as well as it's just a fun head-to-head game. You got your plays, and it's cool. I like it. So I'm gonna let go for about another 2 minutes. So 8:07, we'll call the poll. So get them in while you can, folks. Smoke if you got them. Right now, Space Spartans ahead at 34%, Hover Force at 31. The other two still head to head at 17 each, which they ain't going to come of it unless a million alt accounts get in there. There's Auto Racing and Sharp Shot are off the table for this week. But it looks like Space Spartans. We got 2 minutes, folks. 2 minutes. We used to have a Detroit Zoo commercial where they come out and they announce 5 minutes, please, just 5 minutes till we open, and all the animals are getting ready and running around, and they gave them all voices and stuff. It was kind of funny. Oh, dude, Madden Football in 3DO actually was a good one. I think that's the one where they didn't have numbers on the jerseys, or they didn't have the player names, even though it was Madden Football. They didn't. I think it was the last minute they couldn't get the. I forgot how that worked out. If I think that's the one I'm thinking of. 3 is it? But it was a good football game as far as I can't remember if I ever owned it. I know I've seen it. I don't think I ever owned that. Yeah, one more minute, and we're gonna shut this bad boy down. It looks like it's gonna be Space Spartans. 34 leading it. We got about 30. Oh no, it's 8:07 and it's 3, 2, 1, boom. And it looks like we are doing another. Wow, won by 3 points. Space Spartans at 34%, Hover Force at 31. The other two doesn't matter. 3 of 4. Yeah, there it is. 3 of 4. You are right. Yeah, might as well add Solar Sailor next week, and then we'll have them all. Unless anybody's got Space Cant, which I do. But I couldn't show that anyways. But there it is. Yeah, Space Spartans. I cannot wait. That is one of my favorites, and I've actually played it since, but it has been many years since I played it. So,
want to see the most ugly and most beautiful copy of Space Spartans you've ever seen at the same time?
yes. Oh man, it's got the Markdown sticker, plus it's Steve Roney, and who else is on there? Bill Fisher.
Bill Fisher.
Nice.
And it's got a lovely back on it too.
That's so cool. Mutant League Football is my favorite. Oh, no kidding. Just kill the other team. Easy win. So on the Genesis, yeah. Sharp Shot Football scored a 98. Yeah, so that'd be a fun one too when we get to Sharp Shot playing all 4 of the games and just trying to add up our scores. But for now, it is Space Spartans for next week. And so far this week, I got a lot of stuff because I just announced I'm trying to do like a show of stuff. So tomorrow I am probably going to stream live some Turbo Graphics. I have a show called Turbo Tuesdays. I was like, why not? If we have Astro Smash Mondays, why not Turbo Tuesdays? And so I'm doing some Turbo Graphics PC Engine stuff streaming tomorrow, and then Wednesday, of course, we have Amico Forever. I don't think we have any news, so it's going to be retro game talk, of course. And then Thursday, we have Rise of the Robots for 3DO Thursday, me and Panda Sub. And then Friday, I am starting a homebrew show. So I'm going to be streaming homebrew games. Of course, obviously, I'm going to start with Intellivision games. But I do want to kind of branch off into some Turbo Graphics and Sega Genesis homebrews, as well as some NES homebrews and hacks. Yeah, and homebrew, yes, Mike. Homebrew show will be live, dude. Another 4-hour video. Dude. I'm in like 1,000 videos, and most of them are whatever. I don't even care. But thanks. Yeah, I'm famous for 2 seconds, and no one cares, anyways. Yeah, Savater says the Hover Force is the new Burger Time. Hey, HTK, what's going on? Good to see you.
Come on, Pete.
We're kind of signing off, but it's good to see you, man. But yeah. So that's what I got going on. So I got a full week of stuff. So, like I said, Turbo Graphics live stream on tomorrow. Amico Forever on Wednesday. 3DO on Thursdays and homebrews on Friday. Pete, what do you got going on this week?
Well, I stream every Tuesday as well. So I stream Tuesday night at 8 Eastern. What's that? 5 Pacific, 9 o'clock Papa Pete time. Tomorrow I'm going to do ColecoVision. So something a little bit different tomorrow. Usually doing television, just going to do a little ColecoVision tomorrow night. Just some of the more mainstream games from the flashback, actually. Provided I get it running. If not, I'll have something up for Intellivision too. But I think I'm going to be able to get the ColecoVision going because I've done it before. We've got another video coming out, Old Guys and Old Games coming out later tonight, actually. And then pickup video coming down the pipe later on this week, probably Thursday night, I'd say I'll probably get it up. And then last but not least, what else we got? We got hey, the news is going to come eventually too, and I got to start touching base with these guys in the Intellivision Homebrew Awards 2022, the 5-person committee, because it's been kind of crickets. Now the Atari Homebrew one is on Atari Age right now. They're voting for it this month, so I expect it to be afterwards. We were before them last year, but they're a little bit earlier. We're a little bit later getting going. So I don't really know what's going on with that, but hopefully that is in the very near future as well, probably beginning of March.
That is awesome. You got a lot going. I have to get with you for Tuesday to make sure I stream either after or before, probably after you.
Yeah, because that's not. I'm done. I tried it. I'm done between 9:30 and 10 your time. Like I'm done.
Yeah, maybe I'll try like a 9:30, 9:45 or something like that.
Kind of like the Wednesday night thing, right?
Yeah.
Because start theirs is when I.
Because I'll probably get home. It helps to be later for me too, to be honest. Yeah. Hey, what's happening, Monstar? But yeah, so yeah, I'll have to get with you on that. Also, early on Wednesday, I think at 7:30, I'm going to be a guest on the Level 857 podcast. So check that out, Level 857 at 7:30, right into my show. So it's like so much stuff happening on Wednesday, but that's kind of when they're doing their show. So I said I'd definitely do it. So I'll have like an hour and a half or so before I jump onto my show. But yeah, Level 857, great podcast, great dudes. I actually played Amico with those guys out in Pennsylvania about over a year ago. But yeah, so we're going to talk probably some Intellivision, some Nintendo, some just gaming in general. But I'm kind of happy to be on that. So I thought forgot to mention that. But Jeff, what you got going on?
I'm working on a WarioWare, the original one. I'm going to do a video of that. Hopefully tomorrow I should release. If not, it'll be later in the week. And then Wednesday we got an open chat. Just so everyone knows, the week after, so the 22nd, I think, is that when it is?
Yeah.
We're doing our big bracket show. It's 1980s movies. So we'll have the top 32 movies as picked by me, Pete, Stuart, Lance, JD, and several people in the chat have sent in their own lists, so they'll be incorporated into that as well. Those are always a fun show. That'll be in 2 Wednesdays. And
big massive vote that night.
Oh yeah, it's going to be those are always crazy shows. And then I'm not going to say what it is, but I have a really old school video I'm going to do. Hopefully, I don't know if it's going to work yet. I got to test it out first.
Ooh, I think I might kind of know, but I'm not going to say. I'm not going to even try to guess yet.
StashNet, yes, you can send your list in still. Just go to Go Game Go to the community tab, and there's instructions on how to send it and where to send it.
17th for a deadline.
Yeah, deadline. If you can have it in by the end of Friday this week, that'd be great. Because then this weekend I'm gonna get everyone's list together and come up with the top 32.
Very, very cool. Well, it's going to be a packed, solid week of content from all of us. So it's going to be exciting, and we will see you next week for Space Spartans. Mattel Electronics presents Space Spartans. Not Space University of Michigan, but the Spartans instead. A little college football humor. Anyways, on that note, we will see you next week. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate it.